Magnificent stone gods which stared out for millennia over the Syrian hills. Griffins, a lion and lioness. These are the statues of the royal palace of Tell Halaf, carved by Aramaic tribesmen in the first millennium before Christ. They were excavated and brought back to Germany by archaeologist Max von Oppenheim in the early part of the 20th century.
He opened his own museum in 1930 and in Berlin-Charlottenburg in a former iron foundry. And this museum was destroyed during an air raid in 1943, and everyone thought that his collection was lost forever.
Oppenheim couldn't bear to revisit the shards of his beloved sculptures, but till his death in 1946, he insisted they would one day rise again, like a phoenix from the ashes.
We started in 2001. As the first step was to lay out all the fragments on an area of about 600 square meters. And then we started to sort the material.
And so began a gigantic jigsaw puzzle with 27,000 pieces.
Our tools was only our eyes, our brain, our endurance and our patience.
It took 9 years. Now the results are on display in Berlin's Temple to Archaeology, the Pergamon Museum, where Oppenheim had always hoped his treasures might be shown.
Just listening to these amazing Bedouin chants which Oppenheim recorded on his travels. You see, he wasn't just interested in the fantastic monuments of Tell Halaf, which he brought back. Wherever he went, he would also collect objects, and as you can see, birds, snakes, mammals, and even beetles that he'd bring back to Berlin and present to the zoological collections here.
A long-time diplomat in Cairo, Middle Eastern culture was Oppenheim's great passion. Beyond the memos back to Germany's imperial chancellor, he mapped the uncharted areas he travelled and wrote extensive studies on Bedouin culture. Whilst they survived, his precious monuments did not. This enthroned goddess was his favourite, dubbed Oppenheim's bride by his excavation workers. Now she sits in much of her past glory, testament to Oppenheim's life's work and to archaeological endeavour and human perseverance. Diana Magnay, CNN, Berlin.